I just realised I went through a whole minute or two without recording, so it's my second attempt. Hey guys, Strongboy13, it's time for the weather forecast for the week ahead. I'm just going to get straight to the point. Last week wasn't my strongest weather forecast video. The timing's been out of place. I got some predictions completely wrong for certain places, particularly towards Scotland, so I apologise for that. This week I should have more certainty for this week's weather forecast. So again, I'm going to be doing the whole of the UK to see how it went okay for some parts last time, so I'm just going to do it again. But anyways, going to get to the summary. This week's weather, I mean, it's still going to be unsettled. Some places who have been badly hit by flooding may not get quite as much rain this week, but other places could get a little bit of a washout or a blizzard depending how high you are, particularly towards Scotland. So it's unsettled, a bit breezy, nothing too windy though. The isobar's is quite spaced out, but low pressure is very close by, so overall it is going to be a very unsettled week yet again. But it won't be cold all week for some of you. It will actually turn a bit milder if you hate the cold weather, that is. Anyways, enough of that, let's go through details day by day. Today's weather, it's not too bad for most places. I think eastern parts of England and maybe towards Scotland and parts of maybe even northwest England and parts of Northern Ireland, not a bad day, but maybe the odd wintry shower because the air is quite cold. But other than that, it's not a bad picture. The wind's mostly light. It's just a bit of uncertain how much cloud we're going to get. Some places will see some breaks with some sunshine, other places, particularly towards eastern parts of England, will keep a lot of cloud. And temperatures will be at its lowest where the cold air is present, 2 to 5 degrees Celsius around the range. But towards further southwest, we've got a weather front trying to move in across the British Isles, but failing to do so as the cold air is winning out. So it's mainly going to be focusing in southwest England, parts of Wales, which we could see a little bit of snow, and parts of Ireland as well. So, but temperatures for most places will be a bit milder there, 8 degrees Celsius for example in Plymouth. Tonight's weather, the weather will eventually try to sweep in through, but it kind of fades out a bit. So overall, we are going to keep a little bit of light precipitation for some places, particularly towards southern parts of England. Elsewhere, mostly dry, a little bit of variable cloud with some clear spells. Temperatures for many places will be around freezing, so frosty start tomorrow morning, but it will be noticeably milder towards southwest England where the rain is around 7 degrees Celsius there. Anyways, for Monday's weather, Monday actually isn't looking too bad. I think there will be a few wintry showers towards western parts of the UK, but actually we should have a decent enough day. Again, there's uncertainty how much cloud we may get. Southern areas will see a largely overcast day tomorrow. I think further north you may get a bit of a chance to see some winter sunshine tomorrow, and not bad for parts of Scotland as well, the day before the winter storm kicks in. Temperatures could be better, 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. Again, mildest towards southwest England where the mild is trying to sweep in through. By the time we get into Tuesday, well actually Monday night, we'll see another weather front, and that should kick away the cold air towards British Isles. But it could initially turn into snow for some parts, but it will turn into rain quite steadily overnight. But unfortunately, not quite the same picture in Scotland, because by Tuesday, after the weather front clears away, it will be a bit breezy, but actually, apart from a few light showers possible as low pressure is close by, it's not too bad for central and southern parts of England. In fact, if you're in the sunshine out of the showers and out from the breeze, it will actually feel quite pleasant for February. Unfortunately though, much different picture. In fact, some weather warnings potentially in place for Scotland for some heavy snow, rainfall depending how high you are, so blizzards quite likely, as well as potential how much wind we may get. So, and temperatures in Scotland could be barely above freezing for Tuesday. Elsewhere, temperatures actually noticeably milder, double figures potentially quite widely for central and southern parts of England, 12 or 13 possible in the southeast. And into Wednesday, well, we could see another weather front on Wednesday affecting southern parts of England. It could move a bit further north. Timing's a little bit open to question. I think northern England having another decent day, which we definitely don't need any more rainfall, so river levels will definitely have a little bit of an option to creep down a bit. So dry towards northern England, not bad for Manchester for example, but I think for central southern England another wet day, mainly rain, it will be too warm for snow. But again, very north of England, mainly most parts of Scotland, particularly towards the Alps and Cairngorms, it is going to be another day of heavy snow. Blizzards possible depending how much wind we may get, maybe depends on the temperature. If it's several degrees above freezing, you may just mostly see rain, a bit of sleet, but overall treacherous conditions for Scotland yet to get into Wednesday, and parts of southern England. Elsewhere, particularly central northern areas, not a bad day. Temperatures once again 8 to 11 degrees for most part towards further south, about 2 to 4 roughly around in north of Scotland. By the time we get into Thursday, the weather front finally starts to die down in Scotland, but still we may see some wintry showers breaking through. Again, temperatures mild for most places, 8 to 11 degrees Celsius for the range towards southern parts of England. We may get a few showers coming up from the continent. Low pressure is close by, so it's not going to be a completely dry picture. Some sunny spells, but most of the weather fronts should die out, so I think it's a mostly showery picture into Thursday. We may still get a little bit of occasional persistent rain towards northwestern parts of the UK. So like I said, 8 to 11 degrees in the south, maybe around 4 to 6 further north. And always a bit of uncertainty by the end of the week. Low pressure is still close by. At the moment, the weather front should stay out for Friday, but I think it will generally be a theme of sunshine and blustery showers, again depending on the wind. But it's a bit of a showery day yet again into Friday. Towards most places, the area catching the most showers is open to question. Temperatures probably coming down a little bit, so we start to get a bit of an easterly breeze, so mainly around 6 to 9 degrees Celsius for the range. And then on Saturday, cold air sweeps in back in. We've got another weather front coming from the Atlantic. Potentially by next Saturday, there is a small risk at this stage we could see some snowfall yet again. The location is open to question, but there is a potential that we may see more heavy snowfall for some parts of the UK into next Saturday, where temperatures probably will drop even further. I'm not going to put the range because anything can happen in the space of 5 days. But overall, this week's weather, it is looking pretty unsettled for certain places, particularly towards Scotland, northern England, where some blizzards are likely. It will be milder further south, but we will see some occasional rain or showers at times. Into next week, low pressure is going to be fairly close by, but I think the easterly breeze, if that does occur next week, we will probably lose the weather fronts trying to sweep in across the UK. We may get a bit more of just showers because low pressure is close by, and it could be wintry because the air will be predictably will be quite chilly into next week. So temperatures back to below average into next week potentially, if it persists through, with risk of some snow showers. And yeah, so basically it's not going to look like it's going to settle down for a long while yet. That's predictions for next week, and that's the outlook for this week ahead. Anyways guys, that's it. I've really extended that forecast today, over 7 minutes long. There is another video coming straight after. You've been waiting for so long. It's the UK weather summary of 2020. I'm sorry it took so long. Detail why it took so long will be out next video, but should get a bit of a treat for you today, and I will also try and get another video out hopefully in the next few days, my best weather picks of 2020, so be sure to keep an eye out. Other than that guys, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe. Storm is now out.